Ever wonder what's going on in your garden when you're laid up in bed sick? Come along with me while we do a garden tour for the first time in a week and see what has happened. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to my channel. This is Moses with Urban Backyard Container Gardening. If this is your first time visiting, thank you, I appreciate it. Don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you as well. I appreciate your support and feedback. So as I mentioned, I have been sick for the past week. Bad cough and very stuffy. And this is what happens when you have grandchildren who bring home everything and love to cuddle with you. So I'm feeling better, not quite back to 100%, but I'm feeling better. And we're going to look at what occurred or has been occurring in the garden for the past week. We're standing here at my purple cauliflower, and for the most part, they look pretty good. They will probably be ready for harvesting soon. All of them are producing heads or have produced heads, and they're close to being ready to be harvested. So I'm happy with them. In the containers over here, we have our leeks. Let me turn you around so you can see. So in the container, we have our leeks that are getting bigger. If I can keep the squirrels out of them digging for acorns, they'll probably be even bigger. My lamb's ear are doing okay. The rose is doing fine. The peace lily is starting to grow again. The leeks down in the other container are doing okay. The two-headed cabbage is doing well. And we have two big cabbages here. And let's see if they're starting to form heads. Yes, this one is starting to form a head. It has a head about the size of a tennis ball right now. This one as well. And these two are just starting to form. So during the time that I was sick, we also had 4 days of really cold weather. Temperatures at night got no higher than 29 degrees. So it looks like none of these plants were affected. Let's look at our other ones to see if that's the case everywhere else. So in this bed, we have our Florida mustards and we have cabbages. Cabbages are getting bigger, and the Florida mustards always get big. They're actually shading out a few of the onions that we planted in the bed. These, believe it or not, will be ready to be harvested again sometime in the near future. Definitely won't be doing it today. I don't plan on doing any cleanup or harvesting today, just filming what's going on in the garden and what I may or may not need to do in the future. So in this bed, we have more cabbage, and we also have a purple broccoli that we didn't harvest yet. I can see it, and it's starting to look good, but it's not close to being harvested. None of these plants seem to have been affected by the cold, which is good. This is my kale bed, and it wasn't affected by the cold either. The onions are okay. They're not huge like there are others in the other beds or anything like that, but they're doing good. And Again, they survived the cold with no problems. In this bed, we have Florida mustards. It looks like we have aphids. I see aphids on the back of them, so I will probably have to come out and spray water or spray something on them. The onions are doing good. The red mustard, it doesn't look like it did too good in the cold. Maybe coming back, but it looks like it did not like the cold as much as the Florida mustards and these did. This is the carrot bed, and carrot greens are looking really good. They're looks like they didn't bother the cold either. Onions that we have a few are doing good as well. So far it looks like the majority of the cool season crops, minus one, the red mustard, did good. They survived the cold with no problem. This is my garlic bed, and they are looking great. The garlic itself on the stem looks like it's starting to get bigger. We're going to continue shooting fertilizer to them so that we get lots and lots of green. And when they do start to bulb, we will go ahead and cease feeding them and let nature take its course. In this bed, we have broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Now, we harvested the main heads of the broccoli here, which is what you're looking at. The the Brussels sprouts here are looking as if they're starting to form little Brussels sprouts. So what I will be doing, not today, but what I will be doing is removing some of the bottom leaves of the plant so that the Brussels sprouts have the room to grow that they will need. But keeping my fingers crossed, hopefully we will actually get our first harvest of Brussels sprouts as well. So here at the Texas Super Sweet, they're growing, getting lots of green. And again, just like with the other onions that I have around, they're looking real good. The only issue I am having is that the squirrels like to get in the beds and dig. So far, they haven't damaged any of the plants or anything like that. And I probably at some point will end up putting covers over all of the beds. So here in the left side of the U-shaped bed, we have cauliflower, and they are starting to form heads, looking good. They're not big like the sister plants in the other beds are, but they are producing, and that's what I wanted. We have onions here in the middle portion of the bed, and we have spinach that we started on tape. And spinach really hasn't grown much at all. It's a little frustrating, but as I said when I planted it, spinach has always been something that I have an issue growing from seed. I can get starter plants and put them in the ground and they grow crazy, but starting from seed, not very good. So here on the right side of the U-shaped bed, we have more cabbages, and they're getting big. They're not as big as the sister plants, but they're doing good. So here in the cauliflower and cabbage bed, we harvested all of the cauliflower minus one, and that's the one that you see here. But before we actually did the harvesting, the leaves of the cauliflower had started to wilt and did not look very good. And they had actually started to open up, which led me to wanting to, or believing that it was time to harvest my cauliflower. So this is one of the beds that will be cleaned at some point. I'm going to remove all the foliage and roots that you see here, and I'm not sure what I'm going to plant in its place, but I do have plants growing inside the house, so we'll probably bring some of them out. Now the cabbages here, they look pretty good. Slowly but surely, they're starting to form heads. They're small, but slowly but surely they're starting to form heads. So hopefully we will have um, cabbages to harvest in the near future. So these are two red cabbages in this bed that we're looking at. Doesn't appear that the cold bothered them as well. And down here we have the two Romanesco broccoli plants that we planted in a previous video. Doesn't appear that the cold bothered them either. All four plants are doing well, which is good. Hopefully you can see through the covering here. I'm not going to open it up. This is our cube, and we have several cabbages in here. They're all forming heads. I do not see the rogue sweet potato vine that was growing, so I don't know if something happened to it or if the cold bothered it. When I do come out and move stuff around in this bed, I'll look and see if it's in here, and we'll find out together. So in this bed we have the collards. There are 4 different types, and it looks like the cold weather definitely did not bother them. However, the rogue tomato plant that we have growing, it looks like the cold weather definitely bothered it. It didn't kill it, but a lot of the greenery was burnt. The plant still seems to be doing okay, but as I said, a lot of the greenery looks like it was burnt. Now, behind this particular bed is the bed that we had, or have rather, our red potatoes in. If you remember, we planted quite a few red potato seeds in this bed, and it too, the plants themselves did not like the cold either. Now, a lot of the foliage has been burnt, but since the potatoes grow underground, I'm willing to bet that the potatoes are still growing and they're doing fine underground. So I'm not going to worry too much about the foliage. I will come out when I'm 100% and clean up this bed, just like we will do the other 2 beds that we saw. I will probably be putting a cover on this as well, because I have found squirrels digging in this as well. I don't think that they've damaged any of the developing potatoes, but we're going to try to do something so that they aren't digging in the beds anymore. Last but not least is the Vedora onion bed. And as I said, they are looking good, lots of greenery. We will continue to feed them until they start to bulb. And as I said before, squirrels have been checking out this bed also. So hopefully we can get everything covered without having to break the bank. If you guys have any suggestions as far as the covering goes, let me know in the comment section. I'm open to any ideas. So I want to thank you for coming along with me while we did this quick review to see what was going on during my time away from the garden. I hate getting sick, but it's part of life, and it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you got something out of it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a lot of food by myself, but I cannot grow the channel without your help. If you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell all and hit the like button so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. Chances are, if you like my content, your family and friends will also, so it's okay to share. Check out my new shirt. I got it from my spread shop rather. Go ahead and click if you want to purchase or anything like that. So until next time, always remember to give the thanks to God, for without him, we are nothing. Stay blessed.